My name is Meneses, and the topic I chose was the legalization of cocaine. It costs 33,000 taxpayers' dollars to keep a person incarcerated in jail. Why is this important? Because California spends millions of taxpayers' money in keeping someone in jail, and all that money that's going to keeping someone in jail should be going to better programs like education. Like for instance, there's been budget cuts, so the tuition, Cal State LA is a public university, and the tuition's been going up because of California's economic situation. My credibility, I don't have a lot on cocaine. I can say I've never done cocaine, but I have done a lot of research lately on the legalization of it. My thesis, cocaine should be legalized not because of its health benefits, but because of its benefits that can affect on California. My main points: the overcrowding in prisons, the crime level with legalized cocaine, and the fear on legalizing this drug. The first main point: overcrowding in prisons. In California, prisons are being pushed past capacity. Here in California, prisons are being filled to 144%. That means that there's inmates that are in rooms with 22 other inmates. And this might not seem important right now because they're criminals, but California's big plan is to expand on prisons, which is going to cost millions of dollars, and all that money is coming out of other programs that are being canceled. In the New York, according to the New York Times, $33,000 are being paid to keep a prisoner in prison a year. California can invest in, with the legalizing of the cocaine, California can invest in other programs like public schools instead of building more prisons. With the legalization of cocaine, there could be thousands of inmates released because of the possession and sale of or use of cocaine is no longer illegal. So with the legalization of cocaine, all the inmates that are in there for cocaine they'll be released, and all that money can be used towards something better. The idea of building more prisons, it wouldn't be useful because cocaine is already legalized. And the money saved wouldn't just go towards education. It would also be used towards rehabilitation. Like let's say with cocaine legalized, there's people that no longer want to use it. California can fund programs to help people to get out of the mess, like to stop using cocaine and stuff. The crime decreased with the legalized drug. What's one of the biggest issues with drugs is crime. You go to the streets and you always see somebody buying drugs off a shady dude that usually carries guns. Then there are gang-related fights. Gangs, they have wars over turf. A lot of people get murdered, and with legalizing drugs, the government would have control of these drugs instead of the shady guys on the streets. And if you wanted cocaine, you wouldn't have to walk up to a person and be scared of getting stabbed or whatever. You can just go to a clinic or something, or I don't know, a certain store, and then get it from there. Then all the money going all the money that would be towards cocaine wouldn't be going towards funding crimes like gangs. It would be going towards the government. If you were to tax up cocaine, then California, even America, would be making a lot more money because California is it's bad economically, I guess. The fear of drugs, alcohol and tobacco can be easily bought in liquor stores, but that doesn't mean like anybody who can legally buy it goes out and buys it all the time. So that's one of the biggest fears, that if coke is legal, there's gonna be everybody's become a cokehead. Everybody be like snorting in class, and that's not true. In fact, the great prohibition was keeping alcohol away from people who really, really wanted it. And they didn't stop anybody from drinking during the time. In fact, there was more people drinking during the prohibition than any other time in America. So obviously prohibition didn't work, and that's not what we should do with cocaine. We should legalize it, take the economic benefits, and we would be saving a lot of lives. There, in the police department, there are men and women that are getting killed during drug raids. Their job is to keep drugs from people who want drugs. There's no purpose to that. We should just legalize cocaine, save a lot of money and save lives.